Hello and welcome back to week 5 of our stretching. We will be needing 2 blocks, or if not 2 blocks, it could be a chair, maybe some stack of pillows, or even a couch. I myself will be using the couch, and then you'll also need your timer. We're going to start out with some breathing, just to warm up the spine and get us centered into our practice. So there's going to be some fast breathing. We want to really activate the spine and be really warm in our shoulders. So inhale, open up the arms, spread out the fingers. On your exhale, exhale to the mouth and then make a fist and then drop the elbows down. Inhale, exhale, then we go fast with that. And close your eyes. Whenever you exhale, engage the abdominals. Spread out those fingers and make a nice fist. Keep going for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we inhale, open up the arms, open up the chest. Exhale, rest your hands down on your knees. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Another inhale. And exhale. I'll do another one. Place those hands on your shoulders. Lift those elbows up. Inhale, turn to your left. Exhale to the mouth, turn to the right. Then we go quickly. Inhale. Here we go. Exhale and then close your eyes. Draw the navel in. Keep those elbows high. For 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Come back to center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, twist to your right. Exhale towards the left, out to the mouth. Then we go quicker. Breathe in and elbows high. Push the shoulders down. Keep going. Nice and warm in the body. Then another 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale and right in the middle. And exhale, lower those hands down to your knees. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath there. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Then let's come into our first stretch. So bring yourself close to whether that be your stack of pillows, be your couch, your chair. Then you extend the right leg. And then have your left knee just bent, foot to your thigh. Turn the body towards your left. Then you can keep your right foot flexed or just keep it passive as well. You can approach it both ways. Lift the left arm up over the head. Inhale. And exhale, reach your body over. So here's when the chair or couch can come in handy, because then you want to rest your head. So I would have to go closer. You rest your head and then even your arm. Hopefully it will be high enough for you. Now, in case you can go lower, please do so. Sometimes maybe the blocks, you could probably go low enough for the head to be in your blocks. That's another way to be in it. So in the first round, it will take some adjustment, getting just the right spot for you. But once you find your place, especially you want your head nice and rested, arm over the head, it's a little bit active because there is an intention to reach across, but then at the same time, you want to settle into it and melt into it. Now that free arm underground can be holding here along the hip, the knee, the foot. Find the spot where it feels it's just resting and really not doing anything specific. And then close your eyes and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. That's why it's good we did that breathing just before this, so that at least our side body is already warmed up. I often find that in the first minute of a stretch, your body's still quite tense. And that's natural. The muscles will resist the stretching. So, in that first minute, really condition your mind to settle into the moment. Allow the body to get into this sleep mode. So, let everything just melt away. It even helps to breathe out through the mouth. So if you breathe out through the mouth, imagine you're fogging up a mirror with that exhale. So loose jaw. And even slower on the in-breath. So it's very slow on the out-breath. Here, even if you're not going very low to the ground, it can already feel pretty strong on your side. That's why the timer is really recommended. Because once you're feeling that intensity on your side, it's quite hard to really have a good grasp of how long you're staying in it already. So the timer will give you that objective measurement. All right, we can come up from this. Inhale, rise. Whew. And exhale, we're going to do the other side. For the other side, so I can still be facing you, I'll be using a block, but please just turn around if you're using something still in the same spot where you were. So you want to turn the body, have that opposite leg extended. Then you inhale, lift that opposite arm. Exhale, dip over. And again, you want to be able to support the head, just like our stretches in the past. When the head is rested, it does allow the rest of the body to come into rest. Now, it's not the only factor, of course. There are many things like the shoulders, the way you're breathing, but the head plays a major role. So in this case here, I'm supporting my head, but the arm has nothing to hold on to, and that's okay. If I bend my arm, that works too. It's really fun to be able to find different ways to stretch into the pose. As long as you know what you're focusing on, and now this is our sides. Then close your eyes. Have that nose to mouth breathing. Fog up that mirror. As you can see, I have my one hand here on the waist, because when it's feeling really tight, really uncomfortable, when I place my hand there, suddenly it's like a soothing mechanism. It's comforting to feel my skin against skin. You can even massage the side of your body. It helps to loosen up any tight muscles. Just press into it with the pads of your fingers, or just give it a nice squeeze. And breathe slowly. Make sure here that both hips are settled down onto the mat. There's often a tendency that one hip will lift off the floor. Just be mindful of that. And in case it happens to you that you're crouching forward, that's when having a higher support like the couch or the chair could be really useful. Because as soon as you start to crouch forward, that just means that you reach your limit and you can just come higher than that, allow more opening in the chest, because then otherwise you're really going to feel a lot of pain in the lower back if you force it that way. So that was 2 minutes. So go ahead and rise up from there. Go slowly. Yes. All right. Then take those legs together. We'll be lying down now on the ground. And same props. So just lay on your back. And we'll start out with one leg. So whichever you have closest to maybe your chair, blocks, or your couch. You take that leg over there. And then you hug the opposite knee. Now this is a pretty high support, and for me, I would want to probably bring my leg lower. And even if you have the possibility to bring the leg really low, I do still encourage you to use some leg support. It could be your block, maybe a stack of pillows. That will really help. And then you can hold the opposite leg with both hands or even just one. But when you do hold, try to get it so that your shoulder and elbow are resting on the ground. Because when your arm is up like this, then there's this squeezing effect that you're doing with the arm, and then the body gets a little bit tense, whereas you want to use as little muscle effort as possible. So let's have our 2 minutes again in the pose. Once you've decided how to arrange your legs, and it's a bit of a learning curve, especially the right side may have a different need from the left side. Try to keep that extended leg straight. Doesn't have to be 100% straight, but just so you are trying to get close to your maximum. And just also notice that the leg, when it opens up at this 90-degree angle from your spine. And what I'm referring to is that we don't want the leg tilting away from us, creating a big angle. So we want it 90 degrees from the body. Because if it starts stretching forward, then yes, you can be stretching something, but it's going to require a bit more muscle engagement because your hip flexors will start pulling the leg in. So getting it more to 90 degrees might be strong for the inner thighs, but at least no more clenching, and we get to actually stretch the intended muscle area. All right, well, just keep your head in the middle, close your eyes again. And when you have a lot of leg support here, meaning pillows, blocks, even the couch, you could really stay more than 2 minutes on each side. So as each day goes by, test your limits, go up to 3 minutes, and 4 and 5. All right, that was already 2 minutes, so it's pretty fast actually. Then take that leg in, support it with the arm, bend that knee, and then transfer your support, maybe move around to go to the other side. See what that leg needs. Having it under the foot, maybe under the calf, or then under the thigh. It really depends on you how much support you need and where you will best find it. So then hug the opposite leg or just hold it in place. In fact, if you manage to where you don't really need to hold it, then let go and just let the arms fall back. Now check if you are forcing the stretch on the leg. So I know I mentioned that you want to keep the leg straight, but if you're forcing it straight, then there's also a difference between that and just having it straight. So no muscle engagement on the thigh. Just have your leg support far enough and also high enough that your muscles don't clench up. And then relax the toes and ankles. Relax the hips. You'll notice that stretching out just one leg at a time is actually a lot easier than doing both. Your body feels a lot more rested in it when it's just the one leg. And that went by fast. That was 2 minutes already. So support the leg and then hug your knees in, do a little rocking, or even just be still and breathe. All right, so there we go. Really simple stretches today, but these ones you really want to bring up the time from 2 all the way up to 5 minutes eventually. Okay, so do this again tomorrow, and I'll see you then.